Hey, what's up guys? So I'm here with Galactic God, and today we're going to be talking about how to improve your Yu-Gi-Oh channel or just kind of get started in general, because I get asked all the time about this question. I'm sure Galactic God gets the same question
all
the time about how do you just start up your channel. So do you want to start us off? Do you want me to kick it off or what?
Go ahead. You can
okay,
kick it
so
off.
the first thing that people want, more than anything, before they even have content, they just want subscribers, they want views. But here's the thing, you have to have content for them to actually subscribe to. If you only have one video out, what are they subscribing for? They're going to see future videos, or you need to let them know if you're going to be posting more videos up, or you can ask them even what they actually want to see. But first, you need to build your audience. So you guys have the right mindset and idea that you want more subscribers, because that's essentially why you start out, doing, Yu-Gi-Oh! In general, when you're trying to show off, other deck ideas or anything in general. You want viewers so you can get feedback. That's important, and it's important to also listen to your feedback as well. But a lot of you players that actually want a bunch of subscribers with little effort, the only way you guys are going to do that, guys, is topping a YCS regionals. And then a lot of people come up to you and be like, hey, can I record your deck profile and all that other good stuff. You'll be getting all those views because you won that event or that YCS or something like that. So that's the real only way to get a bunch of subscribers with little to no effort as far as how many videos you have. Would you agree?
I would agree. I mean, the only other way is if you're at an event and you actually get that top deck profile, or something that someone's going to actively search in the Google, search bar. Otherwise, you're not going to come up. And I mean,
another thing I wanted to mention is when you're creating your content, if you create content that is actually already available, when people search up, let's say they want to see a deck profile for a certain deck, what's going to happen is these other popular YouTubers are going to pop up, like Galactic God or myself. It's not going to show up your result, and you're not going to get that view that you want. Try to be unique when you actually make some of your videos, whereas it's something that no one else has. Like I do the low-rated duelist, and that got really popular. Some other people have actually tried to do it themselves, and they don't get any views, and they're like wondering, why don't I get these views? It's because if someone is searching for that, our channels or any other channel that is technically more popular than yours, because you're just starting out, it's going to pop out first.
I feel like I'm like stalling you.
No,
up,
no. Just go on. We do this free, no edits. All right. But you can also run obscure cards. I mean, and have something that you're known for. I mean, mine, you guys know, is all about the Big Daddy BLS over here. So basically, try to run something that is, I would say, unique. And you don't always have to play meta. Keep that in mind, guys. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has more casual players than competitive players. I think that's really important to actually take into consideration when you're actually making a channel. Have it fun. Don't take it too seriously, unless you want to be one of those competitive channels. And hey, definitely, by all means, go ahead and do that.
I would also agree that there are definitely a lot more casual players out there in the game. A lot of times when I would even upload a more competitive deck or feature someone who is deck profiling something of a competitive deck, it gets a lot less views than I would if I was doing something more off the wall, something non-competitive, more casual, or just something that's not quite what everybody sees every day. A lot of people want to see different kinds of decks, and the more crazy idea of a deck that you have, and the more well-refined you've made the deck, the easier you can talk about it, the more combos you can explain with it, or even if you have some kind of DevPro replay or dueling network duel where you can showcase the deck actually that it can perform, and it's kind of really crazy and different, that's something that people definitely like to see.
Oh, another good place, on some Yu-Gi-Oh! Forums, like if you go on your Facebook, you go on Duelist Ground, there's a lot of different websites that have Yu-Gi-Oh! Forums. A lot of players will actually go ahead and post the channel links. But here's one problem with that, guys, is you just go ahead and throw your link, and other people are doing the exact same thing. There's so many like forums and groups where they just promote each other by just copy and pasting the links to all of their videos, and they just send them right to like their channel. And the other players just basically been doing the same thing. The other players, I should say other YouTubers, are just going to go ahead and they're going to do the exact same thing. They're just going to copy and paste the links, and they're not going to go ahead and bother reading any of the posts or actually following them. They're just going to be like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and spam. Oh no, the garage is opening. let's continue. Just go. We'll move if we have to. Just go. So do you have
Another key thing that when you guys are asking for shout-outs or something of that nature, sometimes shout-outs aren't exactly the best way to gain subscribers or views. If I just merely mention another channel, that's not a guarantee that anyone's ever going to go take a look at your channel just based off of me saying, hey, go check out Yu-Gi-Oh! Bob 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 9, because what does that really tell someone about the channel? So, I mean, shoutouts aren't necessarily the best way to get views over or people to see what you have to offer.
Yeah, shoutouts can work if, you know, someone has helped you. Like, I understand that a lot of players want shoutouts because they're like, oh, this guy's got a whole bunch of subscribers, maybe they will subscribe to me. But honestly, it doesn't work like that unless you have something that they want to see or you're going to provide them with something. And a lot of times, subscribers kind of feel tricked. There's these things called video swaps with a lot of people, and sometimes when a person wants to do a video swap, they'll say, hey, I'll do a video for you, and you do a video for me. But when you go ahead and open up someone else's channel, and you expect to see that same person that you subscribe to, but someone else pops up, you're like, who the heck is this? This is not what I subscribe to, dislike, or not even going to go ahead and watch the video. That happens a lot of times with these video swaps that people do.
And so if you're going to be a video on somebody else's channel, you're going to have to be extraordinary, way better than the person that you're up there on. You really got to bring your A game whenever you're doing something on another person's channel, because they're expecting a certain quality and a certain, I don't know, just they're expecting that person on there. So you're going to have to rise above whatever they have to offer.
Yeah, you're going to have to basically go over what their expectations are, because you are already under the expectation because you're not the person that they normally would see. So keep that in mind as well. Is there anything other like tips that you have? One great tip: make sure if your camera doesn't have 720p at least, please do so, because sometimes I get sent, they're like, why don't I have a whole bunch of subscribers? And I used to do a series on this, and it's basically the same problem. People record with their phone like this instead of like this. Please just tilt your phone 90 degrees and you'll be good to go, because when there's that huge black border on both sides, it's just atrocious, and it's like worse than running ice barrier. So
if you're going to record yourself in front of the camera, you got to use a tripod. If you don't own a tripod, then set your phone or your camera on something sturdy. Or if you're using your phone, put 2 books or something in between it, so just steady it somehow so that your camera's not like this when you're doing the deck profile or you're talking into it. It's kind of really distracting to a lot of people. And if you're going to have something like that, you got to rise above, you know, expectations even there too, because when you're shaking, you're already turning a lot of people off. So the discussion that you're having has got to be, you know, for people to stay continually with your channel from your shaky camera, you're going to have to be even more better than.
Yeah, because a lot of people that are like, they're saying, I don't have the money to have an HD camera, just save up and get one, because it's going to be very difficult to start off a channel with a really cheap camera that can't at least do 720p. Like, I'm pretty sure for like $50 you can get like a used decent camera. One excellent camera is the Canon PowerShot ELPH 110S. Right now, what I'm using, well, you won't see it on Galactic God's channel because he's using a nicer camera, but I'm using this actually on my iPhone. I have the iPhone 5, and it's just really convenient. But one good tip for you guys, if you guys can't afford a tripod, like you just get your camera, what you want to do is have your elbows touching your ribs. That way it'll stabilize the camera when you're holding it a lot more than if your elbows were out, because you have a lot more room for your camera to like move around. Another good thing is audio. Make sure your audio is as clear as you possibly can get it. Try not to have your other music in the background. Having it too loud can be distracting. I know Asian Eyes Scrub too, sometimes I have the audio accidentally too loud. Just make sure you go ahead and actually watch the video that you just watched. One of the best tips I can give you guys is watch the video after you've actually recorded it, and make sure that it's something that you would actually like to watch. Definitely. Make sure you would want to subscribe to that channel if you saw the channel yourself.
If you don't like the video that you're putting up, and you can't even watch it, then nobody else is going to want to watch it, and nobody's going to want to subscribe to you off of what you just put up there. Yeah. There's no reason to just put a bunch of videos up there. Quality over quantity always. You know, it's definitely a lot better to have 3 really great videos. So when people go to check out your channel, they see all your videos, they check each one of them, and then all 3 of them are awesome. Then to go to your channel and there's like 50 videos, and they click on 3 of them and all 3 of them are horrible because, you know, you uploaded just 50, you might be 3 good ones out of that 50, but, you know, odds are they're going to click on something that's, you know, not very good.
Yeah, and I would say feel free to re-record videos. I've done it so many times, sometimes I mess up. Yeah, feel free to record them. You can edit, but editing is another like topic which, if you're just jumping into like recording and like editing, just try not to. Just try to do a one take, one shot opportunity at Mom's Spaghetti. Like, you got one chance, so just do it.
Or rehearse.
without-
I mean, if you can't get through it a lot, then you can always rehearse it a couple times and then record it.
Yeah, you can have a whiteboard for like your notes and have that behind the camera, and that can help out. If you have a phone next to you, you can just check it. Just check your phone, and then basically you can use it as a reference. Just don't try to pause too much. Without actually continuously talking. But you can always edit your videos, which is another topic, like I said. But just try to do it one shot, one take, and get the hang of it. You're going to have to start sometime. Everyone starts out. I mean, if you go back and watch some of my older videos, the quality is not even close to this. And this is from like an iPhone. So, I mean,
no, definitely.
Older videos.
Every time I look back at my older videos, the lighting really gets to me because I feel like there's just one candle off in the distance in the room, and it's all dark, and I'm like, what the hell was I thinking when I uploaded this? How can anyone even see me?
As far as lighting goes, a really good suggestion is record in your kitchen. That has like a free, decent light. It's usually two with the fluorescent tubes, and that's like great free lighting that you'll have.
And hopefully you don't have that buzzing kitchen light. That's so distracting.
Yeah, but is there any more tips that you really wanted to help out?
I would say don't be discouraged too by not skyrocketing very fast.
Yeah.
With anything, it takes time and practice.
Unless, of course, like I said, guys, you can jump into the huge subscriber count immediately, but you're gonna have to top Oasis. And by the way, guys, it can't be it can't be like seeing like the Dragon Rulers or the Geargias or the Hats. Like it can't be the same deck. Top with something obscure. Like if you top with Ice Bears, you would be the talk of the century. No joke. And I'll even give you a huge shout out. I'll do a deck profile.
Ice Bears
and I'll
with the
feature
BLS.
you. Yeah. Ice Bears with the BLS. But,
somehow.
Any more tips before we end this off?
No, I think that's you pretty much covered a lot of it too.
Yeah, if you guys want to check out Galactic God's channel, or if you're watching this on Galactic God's channel, we're gonna go ahead and swap links down below in the description box because we both provide different types of content. So if you enjoyed maybe me or this other gentleman over here, you can go mosey on to different channels and maybe get a different experience. But thanks for watching, guys. This is Asian Ice and Galactic God signing out.